Hi guys! So I'm really excited for this group and I wanted to thank you for all joining. I did not think that this many people were going to be interested, and I don't think I've ever seen so many people get so excited about a personal development book. I'm glad to see you all on this journey with me. This book has been amazing. There's a lot of books that have changed my life, especially in business, but I really feel like this one is going to it's going to make a big difference with my team and my own business, and hopefully yours for 2016. And just to give you a little background of kind of what I'm wanting out of this group and where my vision is going with this. So I've been a coach for 2.5 years, and there have been some points in my business that have been so down that I almost felt like I wasn't going to make it, which is so dramatic, I know, but you guys know what I mean. Like, you just feel like everything's crumbling and everything's crashing, and I wanted to feel like I had control in those scenarios. So that's when I always dive into personal development. And so my goal is to help you guys understand that it's a long journey ahead. I still have a long way to go. I mean, I've been at the same income and the same rank for almost 9 months now. So if you guys think like everything's easy for me, it's really not. I've been on the brink of change and growth and all that for quite some time now. But my goal is to help you guys when you get that feeling of overwhelm or defeat or discouragement. I want you to understand that you have control over how you perceive that and how you attack the business when that happens. And I think that this book says a lot for that, because there were times that I was so down that I didn't know what to do. And all I could do was continue to show up every single day, because that's what my mentors told me to do. And eventually success would come. And I was looking for like an actual how-to, and this book was just kind of popped out at me. I was in the airport and I read 7 chapters of it at the airport or on my flight, and I said, you know what? I have no idea what this academy is going to be about, but I know that people want 10 times the results. People always ask me the hows, and so as you know, I don't sugarcoat things. I'm just going to get right to it when in this training, and I want to share with you guys the things that you need to do. So I have a few notes that I want to go over, and my goal is to basically make this video 5 minutes for you guys. So I'm looking at the timer. I'm not going to make it perfect. I'm not going to go back and re-record it. And every other day that we have trainings, my goal is to make them 10 minutes. There's a chance that they might be 15, but my goal is to make them 10 minutes. So you guys are going to be in and out. This is going to be high intensity. This is going to be get to work. And so if you join this group, I want you to know that I don't want to feel like I'm walking on eggshells. I'm going to be honest with you. And so you have the decision it's literally yes or no. Are you going to do this business? And again, I'm here to help people do big things with this business. If you have goals that maybe aren't as big as some of the other people on this team, that's fine. I'm not discrediting what you want to do, but I want abundance everywhere. And Beachbody can bring me to all the amazing things that I dream of and I want in my life. So I'm going to attack it like that. It is my dream life and I'm going after it. So I am here to help people do 10 times the results. Again, I want you guys to understand that when you have that feeling of overwhelm, which we all get, you need to understand that it is better to do something rather than nothing. Because I know a lot of people, they shut down when they get overwhelmed. Maybe you had a crazy day at work and your kids are crazy and you just feel like the coaching thing is just on the side. In those moments, I need you to decide what is the action item that you're going to do to help you grow your business, to help your team, to help your challengers, whatever your goals are. I need you to have that trigger and remind yourself of this. Write this down, put it on your computer somewhere. I can do anything, but not everything. Because what happens is when people get overwhelmed, they completely shut down and then they get nothing done. So I want you to remember that when you put your head down on the pillow at nighttime, did you give the day your all? Did you give your day an A+ effort? If you didn't, we need to go back and we need to remember the chapters that we've read. So it's either a decision to read this book and apply it. It's a decision to get up every single day and share on social media and share your story, all of it. It's a decision, yes or no. Am I going to be a product of the product? Not by having a hard body and a six-pack and being ripped, but showing up every day and sharing my journey. People will join you on your journey if you're more about showing up and staying dedicated and committed than anything else, rather than a hard body. Okay, so I have some notes here that I want to make sure I just cover with you guys. I'm already up to 5 minutes, so I'm going to go a little over. But the point of this group is to help you guys take massive action. I want you guys to know that you have to fully immerse yourself. You have to fully immerse yourself in everything Beachbody. And by that, I mean, give this opportunity the chance to change your life. Maybe you don't live, breathe, and everything is Beachbody, and it's not going to be like that forever, but if you don't have that passion there quite yet, and you're not really sure, it's just because you haven't fully immersed yourself in the events, in the team calls, in the national wake-up calls, in personal growth, like all the amazing things that we all experience as coaches. Fully immerse yourself. When you do, you will then feel empowered, and just like this book talks about, this is going to give you the extra horsepower that you need. It is our job to share our journey and inspire others, but we have to stand out from the crowd. So in order for you to do that, you guys really need to put in 10 times the effort. You need to put in more than normal. So whatever you're doing right now, it's not to say you're not doing enough, but we need to just find a way to be more. Even if it's in one department, be more in some way, shape, or form. Everyone's going to get different results because we're all putting different efforts, and the seasons change. And what does that mean? So when you join this business, you were at a different place in your life than when I started. So when I started, guys, I was at my threshold and I was done with the bullshit. I didn't want to deal with any more, and I wanted control of my life, and I was so compelled that I went for it. Not everyone signs up that way. So stop comparing yourself to everyone else. That's what we mean when we say this is a completely different journey for everyone. You need to own it. When you sign up, you're owning your journey, you are who you are, and you can become whoever you want. You can become more of yourself, okay? So just be okay with that. This entire group is not for me to read all your answers and mentor you and things like that. It is a moment of self-reflection for yourself. It's a reality check of, when I signed up, this is what I wanted. This is my why. Am I truly working towards that, or do I know I'm kind of half-assing it? Do I know that I'm living in fear still? This is a lot of self-reflection for yourself. There's going to be a lot of gut checks, and I'm going to be honest with you guys that I know a lot of people, they talk about work-life balance. I am more all about crushing my goals and giving it everything I can for as long as I can to get to where I want to go, because it's going to get me there faster. That is just the way I operate. I know not everyone is like that, but there's going to be a lot of sacrifice, including you might not see your friends on the weekend. You might have to give up an extra hour of sleep. But again, it's the decision. How bad do you want it, and where do you want to go? That's not my decision to make. It's yours. I want you to adjust your thinking to dream at levels where you are actually achieving the things you want. I don't know if I said that right. I want you to adjust your thinking to be able to dream at the levels where you are actually achieving the things you want. So I know when I signed up, I never even thought about me earning $500,000 or $250,000. I never thought about me being able to build a house I want with my husband, because I've always been in debt. And so I need you to allow yourself to start thinking and dreaming about the things that you would want. Stop shutting down the dreams, because what happens is when you bring your energy level up to the dreams you want, you're putting those vibrations out there, and you're going to work towards something bigger. Even if you don't get to that big goal, you're going to at least get a little closer. So I need you to start opening up your mind a little bit and start dreaming and allowing yourself to think about those magical things. You are also probably going to underestimate the amount of challenge and adversity that you are going to face during this. You are going to face things that you're just going to say, this is so not fun. This is the worst part of coaching. I don't know why I signed up. You're going to face really hard things. Just accept that, because I don't want it to be a shock to you when something gets hard. I want you to say, oh yeah, someone told me about this, and this is in the moment where my overwhelm trigger needs to kick in, and I need to find a way to take action to overcome this. It's your test. It's going to be the hardest, hairiest test ever, whether it's life or business, and you have to find a way to still be able to take action. And then the last thing is, your goals and targets, they do matter. I totally understand that. But what matters more is your mindset, attitude, and actions. So the way that you're talking when I know that I asked you guys, what are you afraid of, and what are your big goals, and I'm already hearing all the self-sabotaging thoughts that are going on in everyone's mind. That's why I asked the question. And I've been there. So I need you to almost force yourself. And a lot of people ask me this. So how do you force yourself out of something and into something new? It's so scary. And so here's my example and my closing thoughts. You know when you have a nightmare and you have to physically pull yourself out of it? You're sleeping, your eyes are closed, and you actually have to start moving your hands. You actually have to pull yourself out and open your eyes and get out of this nightmare. That's almost what you need to do with this. Not that it's a nightmare, but you're in a dark moment and you're just having a bad day. I need you to find the strength to be able to pull out of that. And if you can build up that muscle to be able to do that, you will do great things. So I'm excited to share with you guys the 10x things that you need to do to be a successful Beachbody coach. And this is actually going to help your life too. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys on February 8th.